Good morning to everyone in the studio and a special good morning to the viewers of Dash Morning. As always, this is Business District and today we are meeting Mr. Javnyuy Joybert once again for kind of a follow-up from our last conversation. We were talking about generating ideas and today we are talking about validating those ideas. Yeah, you've successfully initiated or generated that business idea. How do you get it validated? Good morning, Mr. Remarkable.
Good morning.
How did you wake up?
Excellent.
You woke up excellent. That's wonderful. Okay, so we're talking about validating a business idea. What does it take to have it validated?
Yeah, it's very important to go through idea validation process because it is one thing to have an idea, but it is another thing to have a market fit idea. Have an idea that the market will patronize, the market will like. And that's why idea validation is important for us to talk about after generating business ideas. Because you cannot create an idea in your room and expect that everybody's going to buy. It doesn't work like that. And there are a couple of things that you should do to validate your idea. And this is the step where I always recommend people to go through before actually writing a business plan. Because there's no need spending hours and days writing a business plan on an idea that may not end up being market viable or being market fit. That's not necessary. Nobody will buy whatever that you're selling. So number one is for you to actually make sure that you have identified the ideal customer for your product or for your solution.
Okay.
Yes. No product is for everybody. There's every market, every product has an ideal user, has a perfect user. So the point is you need to verify if the people that you are designing the solution for actually need it.
Okay.
That's why it's always good for you to define a customer persona, right? It's the same like for this program. You cannot just go out and interview anybody. You are looking for a particular set of people to interview them for your show. So you have done what is called customer persona. And your persona could be, okay, a guest on the show should own a business, should be this, should be that, should be this, should be that. And maybe you can have a checklist
like
of 5 things, yes, that qualify a guest to be on your show. It is the same for an idea.
Okay.
Even you may think that everybody uses Facebook. No, I have friends who use Facebook. They hate Facebook with their lives. I have friends who hate WhatsApp. Okay. They prefer another messaging platform. You see, so every product has an ideal user. I did not say a customer, I said ideal customer. There's always a primary market for every product. When you identify that market, then that's the first step to validating your business idea. And it also makes it easy for marketing. Because like you no longer market everywhere.
Like age groups, where to meet them, the location.
Good. Because as a startup, number one, you have limited resources. So you don't have all the money to be marketing everywhere. So you need to make sure that if you are going to market in a church, that church will buy whatever they're selling. So identify the ideal user. The next thing that you have to do to validate your idea is for you to verify if the potential customer actually has the problem you are assuming in your mind. Because the truth is that every idea starts with assumptions. You just observe what somebody is complaining, then you assume that they have that problem. It's that you can just assume that somebody is hungry. And then you think that, oh, Joybert is hungry. Fine, let me bring in fufu corn and okra. Anyway, I don't know that that's my worst food. So you need to validate to be sure that, hey, this potential customer, does he really has the problem I'm assuming that they have? Okay. So number one, you can do by talking to them. Number two, you can do observation. You can spend hours observing the person they don't even know, just observing how they live their life on a daily basis and see their loopholes and all of that. Because you have to make sure that the problem or the solution or the product you have designed is a must-have product. Not because every product falls under a nice-to-have and a must-have. It's like it's like when you're thirsty, you have money, you choose to either buy water or buy beer. One is a nice-to-have, and one is a must-have. So every product can either be a nice-to-have product or a must-have. And it's your job as an entrepreneur, as a business person, to make sure that whatever product you're designing fits a target market and they're going to like whatever they are selling and they see it as a must-have product for you. The next thing is describe how your product will actually serve your market. Like describe a step-by-step process.
How the product will serve?
Yes. Like if I ask you...
Given the characteristics of the product?
Not really. It is like for example, how will you use the phone?
Okay.
If I'm a phone maker, I need to write a step-by-step process. Oh, this is how Glory can use the phone in Africa. So how can Glory use the phone? Number one, power it on. Number two, make sure the battery is fine. Number three, test the camera. Number four, check the space. Number five, have a step-by-step process. So that when you talk to a customer, they're able to understand how they are going to use the product. Nobody uses what they don't understand. So until you're able to explain the process to them and they understand, because it is in the process, they're going to understand how they're going to get value from the product.
From it, the benefits they'll have from it.
Exactly. Because until there's an understanding, there's no purchase. Because they go through a 4-step process. They need to know the product, like the product, trust the product before they give you money. And it's in the explanation process that they're able to make up, oh, I think I should trust this product and I get to buy it. Yeah. The last point on how to validating your idea is for you to make sure that the target market have the right amount of money or their income level can finance the purchase of what you're selling.
Okay, I was going to ask you, what's the place of a consultant? Does a consultant come in at this stage?
Yes, if you have the money to afford for a consultant.
Okay.
You have the money to afford for it. Because most of this is a whole framework I'm sharing with you. And sometimes most of the experts know how to use this particular framework. Okay. Or you can attend a training as an entrepreneur and get to learn how to use the framework. Yes. So you need to make sure that the target market, do they have the money to buy what you're selling? Have you ever heard the sentence that my picking a like and the money no day? The point is your product is good, but they're like, but I can't afford it. So you need to make sure that your target market, check their income level. What is their monthly income level? What's their annual income level? Be sure that if I produce this phone for this amount, they're going to buy. They want to check how this works, check the phone makers around Africa, for example. Why do more people have the popular phone that we know, right? And why do other people, very few people in Africa have the most valuable phone that we know? It's because one is within the income level of middle class and lower class, and one is above the income level of middle class and lower class. So when you're building an idea, building a business, never forget to make sure that you are very sure that the target market can afford what you're selling. Product. If not, you have an excellent product, and they'll keep telling you it's fine, but enough you buy them.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Javnyuy Joybert. On behalf of the team of Dash Morning, we say thank you so much, and I believe that those watching us, those people who are into business, those who are planning to have a startup, are getting the message loud and clear. So thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you for having me.
And so the next time we are going to be meeting Mr. Remarkable, he's going to tell us how you can kickstart that business idea of yours. Remember, you've had the idea, you've had it validated. Now it's the time for you to kick off. And so we're going to see you then. Stay tuned.